Hello and welcome to the UK Flooring Podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Cockrell & Co. It's also produced by Cockrell & Co. What do we do here at Cockrell & Co? Well, we help people make more money on the bottom line, put systems and processes in place, help you with your sales, your marketing, your recruitment, and all elements of running your business. We don't have the flashy, shiny suits. We are so far from corporate, we may as well be on a different planet. But what we do is get results, and if we don't charge. We're passionate about what we do. We've owned flooring businesses and sold flooring businesses ourselves, and we've got a team where we can solve 99% of any problems in any size flooring business. Some of our clients are one person in a van. Some of our clients are the national PLCs. It doesn't matter what you are trying to resolve, but we'd love to have a conversation over a cup of coffee and maybe even buy you a biscuit. But find us on socials, cockrellandco.co.uk. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok and LinkedIn. You will find us. This podcast is on all those platforms too, the UK Flooring Podcast. And we are the organiser for the National Flooring Awards, its new home at Harrogate. Drop us a message on socials or reach out to me personally. My name's Tom and my direct email is tom@cockrellandco.co.uk. It's Cockrell and then ANDCO.co.uk. And I'd love to have a cup of coffee and a chat with what your plans are, what you'd like to achieve. And there is absolutely no obligation for this. Sit back, enjoy this podcast. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button on the platform you're listening to, and we'll see you here again really soon. Hello and welcome to the UK Flooring Podcast. Now, this is the start of a 30-day challenge that I'm going to set myself. I'll be straight up and honest with you. I've had an ongoing health condition from Christmas Eve, just gone Christmas Eve, and it's been a struggle. It's been a real struggle, and I've had to do things, put things in place, get people to take some of the work off me, which has been so frustrating. If you know me by now, I go full scale into everything. Hopefully, I am on the other side of that. It's still not fixed, but I'm trying to set you a scene of why I'm doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 30 podcasts in 30 days on different subjects of what we do here at Cockrell & Co. that hopefully will help you for the rest of the year. Different subjects. Every day I'll do something different that will stay on this platform forever. And I hope you enjoy them, you listen to them, and I don't bore you to tears, but I'm going to do my best. And I like to do things in 30 and 90-day sprints. So that's why back to what I was saying. And if I don't have 100% focus on the things like anything, we fall off the wagon. So I'm going to make a commitment to you as the listener that every single day we do a podcast, short, sweet, long, guests, non-guests. But let me give you an idea of some of the things we're going to do. So we're going to do something on how to earn more and work less. Simple as that. We're going to do something on stand collecting. It's an ancient disease that retailers have had in this country for many years, and they collect stands, flooring stands, and create a completely confusing environment for their customers. It's stand collecting. Mindset and standards of and personal performance. So we're going to go over the personal performance of the business owner and their staff, and also the standard you set yourself and how to raise them. Because what normally happens with these things with standards is we get to that turnover figure, or we get a shop, and our standards then change. But if you can do that artificially and keep moving your standards up, we don't need to get to these like benchmarks where the accountant says, oh, you've done 400 grand this year, or I'm going to open a shop, or a second shop, or a third shop. We're going to look at the standards now, in the future, and how to progress them quicker. We're going to do something on showrooms of tips, tricks, and client experience, and what makes a great showroom. Staff is probably the biggest question we get asked here at Cockrell & Co. You know, we're not a recruitment agency, but we do have a huge bank of people from all around the country that can help subcontracted work, fitting work, things like that, and we can recruit people, senior managers, except we are good at that, even though we're not a recruitment agent. But the biggest problem we're trying to solve quite a lot is increasing people's teams, because they want to grow and progress, and to do that you need people. So we're going to do a podcast on people. I'm going to do like a marketing 101 podcast where we're going to look at all the ways to spend your money and how not to spend it. Yes, I am the director of Truth Digital, but if I'm honest, I'm going to give you free stuff, paid stuff, what's new, what doesn't work, all those type of things. We're going to do one podcast on pricing jobs, because we all start off guessing what we should be putting on top of our prices, what margin, and give you some formulas of how to do that in a more formulated, profitable way. So I've got a list here on my screen, so I'm going to keep reading them out. I'm going to do one on Make or Break, which is one of our flagship courses. I want to tell you what that's about, because that's one of my passion projects. Been running that for 7 years, and it's a course similar to it, transformed my life, and we've had hundreds of clients come through that and completely transform their family and their business just by doing a 2-day course. It's not a pitch for the course, but I'd love to talk to you about it on one podcast of this 30-day sprint. Another subject, I'm going to call it wanky websites. Websites are so important with the flooring in the flooring industry, for getting new customers and customer confidence. So wanky website is going to be what is expected and the standard you need to have on your website moving forward, going into 26, 27. Then I've got a new subject called Sat on a Gold Mine, where we look at what you've already got, where you don't need to spend any more money, and where is actually money that is untapped, and how we're going to tap into the already existing gold mine you've got. We're going to do a podcast on Just Get Off the Tools. So the guys that are out in the vans, but that also can be for the shop owners and the business, that have got a bigger business that are still so involved in running their shop. That can be getting off the tools in your shop, so you can spend more time with your family, more time not thinking about the shop, or alternatively, we're going to deep dive into if you're just driving your van and you haven't got time to swing a cat. So that's not. I don't think that's the expression. Time to swing a cat. You haven't got much time on your plate. You know what I mean. So we're then going to go. We've created a relationship with the Flooring Show. So we've got something really exciting that I'd like to speak to about that, and I'd love to welcome some ideas for that. Where we are the education provider for the Flooring Show this year at Harrogate. And we are going to get some really good conversations going, some very interesting conversations, some right left field stuff that you'd never, ever seen before. So I'm going to chat about that. I'm going to do another one, marketing. That's a little bit more. So I've done a couple on marketing, because sales and marketing is my bag. So I've got another marketing one for you. And then another passion projects of mine is the National Flooring Awards, the pros and the cons to running the awards, what it takes to win, how we do the judging. I'm going to give you access to all areas, so just so you can be nosy and see that this isn't a profit-making exercise for us. Yes, we get PR from it. Yes, we're in the limelight, but why we're doing it, what's the point, who wins, how do you win, how do you enter, why should you attend, and all the back end stuff that I'd never really normally tell you, but I'm going to do a podcast on that. So, but we're going to have 30 subjects over the next 30 days, and I can't wait to get going. I've got a new setup here in the studio, which I'm just starting to learn how to use. So if it's a bit clunky, I can apologise. But if you use our social media platforms, Cockrell & Co. or the UK Flooring Podcast, if you want me to talk about a subject over these 30 days, just message in the show, send it to hello@Cockrell & Co. Or send it directly to me, Tom@Cockrell & Co. And I'd love to hear what you would want me to speak about for 10, 15, 20 minutes. These are going to be quick fire, snappy. I might get some guests on, I might not. I haven't. If I'm straight with you, I only decided to do this on Friday before the beginning of the month. So we're going to do it. We're going to get it done as a 30-day challenge. And we hope you listen to all of them, or certainly some of them. But we'd love to know your feedback, what you think, if it was good, if it was crap, how we could improve, what subjects we miss, what isn't talked about in the industry. If you want to come and talk on one of these 30, come on this. Let's have a conversation. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to produce 30 in 30 days, get them out and get gone. So thank you again for listening to this intro, and I look forward to number 2 tomorrow. Thanks again.